The Ohio Water Polo Referees Association, fostering the development of water polo officials.
Welcome to A Fan's Guide to Understanding Water Polo Rules and Interpretations, presented by the Ohio Water Polo Referees Association. I'm Chad Packer, and I'm the supervisor of officials. Today's video is going to talk a little bit more in depth about the flow of the game. In another video, I talk more about the basics of the game, kind of some equipment that's used, some basic things that you'll see and hear in the game. This one is more using videos to kind of talk about what happens in a water polo game and some different free throws fans will see. So at the start of play, teams are going to line up on the goal line, and there's going to be a sprint to start the quarter. Just about every pool you're going to see that is going to be on one of the sidelines, generally same side of the table, opposite the teams, but depending upon location, it might be that same side. So I've got a video clip to demonstrate that. Let's see how this guy plays here. There we go. Teams at the ends here. Referee blows the whistle. Teams sprint to the front. First team grab the ball, is in possession. So blue is in possession of the ball. Okay, so that's that. This is the first time I'm trying this, so we'll see how it goes. The method of scoring, right? So a goal shall be scored when the entire ball has passed fully over the goal line, between the goal post and underneath the crossbar. Basically what this means is the entire ball must be inside the face of the goal. So we're looking at this from the side. This would be a goal because you cannot see any of the ball sticking out there. Over here, this is not a goal. So the ball must be completely inside the face of the goal for it to be a goal. So it's another thing that's going to happen in the game. It's a floating goal there. In a wall-mounted goal, which you'll sometimes see in shallow, deep pools. Wall-mounted goals, it doesn't have to hit the back of the goal. It just has to be, again, past the face of the goal. So that's just kind of a little extra piece there. Restarting after a goal, everybody gets onto their defensive half of the field of play, and the referee, when he or she is satisfied, will blow the whistle to start. Let's take a look at one of those. So you got referees lined up in the middle here. White is all the way on this half of the pool. Dark is all the way on this half of the pool. The ball does not have to start anywhere on the midpoint line, like maybe in soccer. You see actually back here the goalie's going to have this. So let's take a look. Referee blows the whistle. Team starts swimming up the pool. So that's what that is going to look like to restart after a goal. Goal throws are free throws that are taken when the ball passes over the goal line, last touched by any player other than the defending goalie, right? So if it is tipped by the defense on a shot and it goes over the goal line, the defense gets the ball. The only time the defense would not get the ball on a shot is if the goalie tipped the ball over the goal line. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going to result in a goal throw here. Dark throws the ball out. Referee blows the whistle. Goalie goes and gets the ball, picks it up, and throws it down the pool. So that's going to be a goal throw. Let's watch that again just one more time. Dark's going to shoot the ball. It's going to hit the end line here. And goalie gets it. Has to put the ball in play behind the 2-meter line. And off we go. So that is a goal throw. Let's take a look at corner throws. Corner throws, just like corner kicks in soccer, if the ball goes over the goal line, last touched by the goalie, or a pass last touched by the defensive player, you're going to get a corner throw. If it is deliberately played, if it's a shot, that's why the word pass is here, right? Ball passes over the goal line. Actually, that's not why the ball passes there. I just made that up. The ball passes over the goal line, last touched by the defending goalkeeper, deliberately by a defensive player, which is going to be a pass. If it's a shot, it's going to be a goal through. So that language, I could probably clean that up a little bit there. But let's take a look at what would result in a corner throw. So goalie, last tip the ball there. Ball goes out. Ball is put in play over here at the corner. This game has goal judges who put the ball in play, but oftentimes it's just the defensive team, which is located in this corner. They would throw the ball onto the side of the goal where the ball went out. So the ball went out on this side. The corner throw takes place over here. Let's watch that play again, just because it was a really good block by the goalie. Ball goes in play. New shot clock. Off we go. Okay, so that is a corner throw. Let's take a look at a neutral throw. I actually don't have a video of a neutral throw, but at the start of a period when the ball is not fairly thrown, let's say the ball goes to one side or the other, referee would whistle a neutral throw. If there's simultaneous ordinary fouls on opposing players, that could result in one. If there's a double exclusion and no one has the ball, if there's a double exclusion and one team has possession of the ball, we go 5-on-5 and that team retains possession with no new shot clock. Or if it hits an overhead obstruction. So if the goalie were to block it, and let's say we're to hit a 3-meter board that we're hanging over, or go up and hit the ceiling in a low pool, we would call a neutral throw. So there's actually just a picture of a neutral throw. Referee throws the ball in play. These two players leap up for it. So that's what that would look like. Free throws. So free throws are taken at the location of the ball regardless of where the foul occurs. That's new this year under the 2022 NFHS rules and NCAA and USA Water Polo. Now everybody's in alignment. Wherever the ball is put in play there. If it's inside 2 meters, the offense has to pull the ball outside 2 meters. Usually, players cannot shoot the ball directly at the goal unless the ball and the foul are outside 6 meters. They can on a corner throw now, but I don't want to get too far into that on the basics. But so if a player gets fouled, generally, if he or she is inside 6 meters, the ball will have to be put in play. So a player gets a reasonable amount of time to put the ball in play, and players must put what we're just calling air around the ball. Those quotes are not from the rules book. Those quotes are just kind of this phrase the referees are using a lot. And that's basically going to be for a player to lift the ball up out of the water, drop it onto the water. That would be putting the ball in play. Popping the ball up in the air would be putting it in play. Passing it to another player would be putting the ball in play. Or picking it up, throwing it in front of you, and then swimming towards it and continuing down the pool. That would be putting the ball in play. If a player does not put the ball in play correctly, that's going to result in a contra foul, and it will be the other team's ball. So that's what free throws look like. Those are all the throws we just discussed today. If you have any questions, you can always reach out and talk to me. You can email me at OWPRA.org@gmail.com, OWPRA.org@gmail.com. Or if you see me on the deck somewhere and you just have a couple of questions or you just want to talk about anything, I like to talk to people, so you can reach out and just say, hey, Chad, got a couple of questions for you, and I'd be happy to answer them. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have any feedback for me, you can always send that back as well, because we're always trying to make things a little bit better out there for all the fans of water polo.